Okay, let's do the academic history section. This is where you start putting information from your transcript. You should have your transcript while we're walking you through this, okay? If not, with your Power School if you're in San Diego Unified. All right, so the first one. Did you take any high school level math courses in 7th and 8th grade? If yes, there's a drop-down menu. Choose the course that you took. Then was it a full year or was it less than a full year? And then add more if you need to. If you took another language class like Spanish, hit yes. And then you can choose Spanish. And then did you attend school outside of the U.S. for any part of your middle school career? If you did, hit yes. For the most part, it's going to be no. And then we'll go on to the next part, okay? So looking at your transcript, you're going to add the school, right? So I added Hoover here, right? And then you're going to choose a grading system, the term system, which is semester, okay? For most of you, it's going to be semester. If you have a trimester program, choose trimester. Okay, but most in San Diego Unified are going to be the semester program. And then when did you attend? And then what years? And then it'll start populating these things. So a lot better than what they used to. So they actually made a lot of updates that actually reduces the amount of errors. So that's a great thing for you all. Well, this will be the school you graduate from. And then are you going to get a high school diploma? And then usually for most of you, you're going to put June 2021. Coming up soon, right? So if you went to another school, add it. If not, then you're good. It's a pretty straightforward process to find your school. But remember, you ought to make sure it's the school that matches yours. Because like if you type in Hoover, there's like 3 other Hoovers in California. If you type in Crawford, there's like 2 Crawfords. Okay, you're going to enter your information. And so it'll come up to a screen very similar to this. I already inputted information, but basically you'll get to choose which class you took, right? So if we did history and you took, let's just say, I don't know, modern world history as a freshman, you'll get to choose that and then you get to put your grades, right? So these are semesters, so that's why there's only 2 options. If you chose trimester, there'd be 3 options. If you chose quarter system, you'd have 4 options, right? So here, since it's semester, you're going to choose the letter grade that you got. If you only took it once, you're going to put no, right? So the one thing is if you failed a class, you're going to have to put that failing grade here too, okay? So let's say you retook this class, you failed it 2nd semester, and you retook it in the summer. You're going to have to enter that summer grade and basically enter that information there. Okay, so just want to make sure you're good with that. And let's go ahead and go to 12th grade because that's something that is. So let's see. There's an error here somewhere. Let's see what I did. Oh, here. I chose this class. I didn't put grade in, so let's uncheck it. See, so it's pretty straightforward. I think that's something that they added on here so that their spidey sense is tingling. So, all right, let's go to 12th grade. As a senior, you might have classes that you haven't had grades yet, or you might already have your grades, right? So in Hoover, a lot of the students have already received their grades, so you can input that information here. But let's pretend that we don't have any grades, all right? So what's going to happen is this. So let's go to AP Government, right? It's usually going to say in progress, and then PL is planned. So if you don't have a grade, you can just keep it as in progress. And then the next semester is always planned because it hasn't happened yet, right? It's planning to happen. But in this particular instance, you don't have AP Government your 2nd semester. You have Econ. So you're going to choose no, okay? And then let's scroll down. So English, it's a full year, so you need in progress and planned. Pretty straightforward. For math, I'm doing honors pre-calc as a senior, in progress and planned. I'm going to do AP Physics, in progress planned. So let's go find econ, right? So with the electives here, I have principles of economics. So remember, AP Gov is my first semester, so I'm going to hit no here, and then I'm going to put planned for econ. So just want to make sure that that reflects the classes that you're taking. And for the most part, if you do have a transcript, it'll say in progress classes, so you'll be able to put that information. Okay, so that's something that, again, you should look out for. And then now that we're done with those, if you took a college course in high school, which again, admissions people love, let's go ahead and put it, right? So I already added San Diego City College. It's very similar to adding the high schools. You just do a search, and then it'll give you the code. It'll say the grading system, and then when you attended, you have to fill out that information. What year were you when you're attending that? So after you're done adding your college, you get to choose the course. So let's say this one I put Chicano Studies, right? So let's say in addition to Chicano Studies, I took Black Studies, right? So you click on it. Before, you'd have to enter everything manually, and it was definitely a pain, and you weren't sure if you did the right thing. But the good thing is they have it here now. You just click on the box. It already populates the units. If you got a grade, put the grade. And then the subject area, well, for this one, for the most part, you can put college prep elective. I'll put English, right? And then just submit. So that's what I would do if you needed that. And let's go ahead and continue. Some of the students mentioned if they were currently taking a class. So let's go ahead and see if we also are currently taking a class, if that adds another option, right? So let's say, let's change it to this year. So September 2020, and then it ends in 2021. All right, and then you're a 12th grader during this time, fall. If you took it in summer, you can click summer. It was a letter grade, and now so it's going to add all the classes that I can take this year. All right, so I finished attending. Let's make sure that we got this information. So, again, if you didn't take a college course and you're not worried about it, skip this part. But just in case, I had people ask about this, so I want to make sure. So let's do Black Studies again. All right, and then let's look up here if there's an option here for planned or in progress. There you go. All right, so if it's a current class, you can do in progress if you don't have a grade yet, right? And then you got to assign information. So elective English, and then we are set. Perfect. So that answers a question that some of the students have. All right, and then that's basically it. Additional information. In case there's so your student ID number is on your transcripts. Additional comments is another situation where, let's say that if you were absent for a while and you want to help explain it, if you had to leave school for a certain amount of time, maybe something happened and I had to fly to Philippines for a funeral, that's where an opportunity for me to talk about it here. If there's a failing grade that you want to talk about, then talk about it, right? So maybe there was a tragedy that happened Maybe it's a mental health situation. Maybe there's a family priority where you actually had to take care of stuff at home that really might not have been medical, might have been financial. You had to work or something. Like, let's talk about that. Or maybe there's a situation in the grading or the classroom where maybe it was I don't know, a unique situation could be like there's a teacher that just had an agenda, or you thought they did, and it just turned out into be like a big drama situation. You could, if you wanted to, you can talk about it here. Okay, so again, this is not a PIQ. It's not an essay, so just make sure that you fill this information out if you need to. And that's basically it for this portion of the application.